An AI data center used 29 million gallons of water before anyone noticed.
Me and my daughter was talking about these AI data centers yesterday, and when I mentioned up what I thought about the data centers, she looked at me crazy. And this is my opinion on the AI, because I have made a couple of videos about the data centers. Now, this is my unpopular opinion, because I have a couple opinions on the data centers. But y'all do know that the flood, the first reset that we had was during the flood, right? Now, before we had the flood, right, the earth didn't have a lot of water. It was more land than water. All of this water that we have on earth right now, it comes from the flood, right? So all these oceans that we have, it comes from the flood. It comes from the first reset. So y'all got to understand that during the first reset, the flood, right, millions and millions of people died during that flood. You had the Nephilim beings, you had the angels, you had the ancient beings, you had the awakened human beings. You had a lot of these awakened spirits and awakened soul that is trapped in the water, because all of them died in the water. They all died through the water. And right now, all of those trapped spirits and souls is in the water. All of that memory is in the water, right? So right now, we are in the time, we're in the era, we're in the generation that a lot of people is waking up spiritually. They are waking up to know who they are. And ever since we had the great flood, they have always been tampering with our water. They've been putting poison in our water. They've been putting fluoride in our water, right? And even though they have already been poisoning our water, what they have been doing to our water isn't good enough, because we are still awakening up, even though the water that we drink is poisonous. But all of those dead bodies that basically passed because of the first flood, their memories is still trapped in the water. So the more we drink water, we are getting in those memories of the old beings that was here before the flood. So right now, the fact that so many people are waking up, when they take these data centers and they using the water, they are taking all of the memory out of the water, and then they are making the water nothing. They are making the water dead. So that case, all of the spirits, all of the souls that is trapped in the water, if they take these data centers and use the water, it won't be no memories in it. It won't be nothing in the water. And when we drink it, it is considered dead water. And eventually, if the water is no good, it's going to become bitter. This is what they talk about in the book of Revelation when they talk about the water became bitter. It's going to be nasty to drink. Now, when they talk about the water being bitter in the Bible, they're not really talking about the taste. They're talking about the fact that the water is bitter. The water doesn't do anything for us. It doesn't enhance our memory. It doesn't give us nutrition. It doesn't do anything for us. It's dead water. And millions of people is not going to lose their lives drinking this water. See, if we continue to drink this water that comes out of the data center, it's not going to do anything for our bodies. It's not going to enhance our mind. It's not going to give us nutrition. It's not going to refresh our bodies the way we usually drink water for. What it will do is it will keep your pineal gland and your third eye closed, because it's not feeding, it's not giving you any memory, because they are aware that we are in the times where the second coming of Christ is coming. So if they can tamper with our water and continue to keep us dumb and to keep us being in a zombie-like state, We won't know Christ when Christ actually do return. And right now, the sun, like I said before, the sun and the moon is about to fail. And when the sun and the moon fails, then that means that the matrix system has ended. That means that now the matrix system had failed. It's no good anymore. So right now, by the sun and the moon failing right now, we have no choice but to have our real sun rise, but to have our real sun expose itself. Now, if we are drinking dead water, if we don't have nothing to enhance us and get us ready for the real sun, when the real sun finally comes, a lot of us is not going to be prepared for it. A lot of us is not going to embrace the real energy of the real sun because we have been drinking dead water. And this is kind of coincidence how all of these data centers is being built right now, and we are going through a super El Nino. Now, this super El Nino is going to last all the way up until next year. These data centers is going to be continuously being built all the way up until next year. And right now, year 2026 and year 2027 is very crucial years because Christ can come at any given moment, because we have up until year 2028. We have up until year 2028 when the New Jerusalem ends. So Jerusalem ends in year 2028. It has already sustained its 80-year reign. So after 2028, the New Jerusalem is going to end. So after year 2028, they got to build a New Jerusalem. And right now, they have to make sure that the old Jerusalem doesn't wake up to know who they really are. So that means that they got to tamper with our water. They got to tamper with our energy supply. But at the same time, Christ is returning as well. So it's a lot of biblical things that is going on. And one thing that Christian and religious people, they don't understand is that when they read the Bible, you don't read the Bible for what it is. The Bible is a reference book. It is metaphors on what is going on right now. So a lot of people that read the Bible, they take each word literally. But right now, all these data centers are trapping in the memory. All of these data centers, not only is going to be the new energy supply, but it is taking out the memory of all of the beings that was before us that knew all things. And when we drink that water, it's going to be dead to us because it's going to continue to keep us deaf and dumb. And it's going to have a taste to it that we're not going to really like. It's going to be bitter. It's going to be like a taste that we have never had because there's nothing in the water. And right now, all of these things is being done to us because they are aware that Christ is returning. They are aware that the New Jerusalem is about to be destroyed. They are aware that they have to create a New Jerusalem. So in order for them to create a New Jerusalem, they got to create a new God. They got to create a new type of people. They got to make sure that the old Jerusalem has completely died off and will never come again. So that means tampering with our water. That means tampering with our mind. That means tampering with our bodies to completely destroy us forever before we wake up and realize that we are the real, true, original Jerusalem. So it's a lot of things that's going on right now in the spiritual world. It's a lot of things that's going on now in the spiritual. And right now, the physical is catching up to the spiritual. The physical is behind. The spiritual is up front. So right now, everything has already happened. The physical is just catching up. So right now, we are catching up to what has already been done. So right now, if you are fully awakened in Christ, you're going to always be that way. And if you are physically and spiritually dead in the Antichrist, you are going to always be that way. And right now, we are seeing the Antichrist work. Because right now, the Antichrist is still trying to take control of Christ's people. And it is really too late.